Welcome back to the last part in this program. Here on World Insight, we'll talk about U.S. President Barack Obama because back in May, he nominated Sotomayor to the Supreme Court. After the confirmation hearing this week, she'll make history as the first Hispanic ever selected for this job and becoming only the third woman. Observers say Sotomayor is proof of Obama's diversity politics, if not a balance of bipartisan wrestle.
New York public housing, Ivy League classrooms, and now Capitol Hill. She's a woman with an inspiring story.
I hope that as the Senate and American people learn more about me, they will see that I am an ordinary person who has been blessed with extraordinary opportunities and experiences.
55-year-old Sonia Sotomayor is the daughter of Puerto Rican parents. She went from a humble childhood to a career at Princeton and Yale. She served as a federal judge for 17 years. She's to replace Justice David Souter, who recently retired. And she'll be the first Hispanic justice on the 9-member court. So far, only 4 of the Supreme Court's 110 justices have not been white men. Latinos, Asians, and Native Americans have never been on the list. But Latinos now account for about 10% of the U.S. voting pool. Official estimates show that by 2050, there'll be over 100 million Hispanics in the U.S., and 1 out of 4 Americans will be of Hispanic descent. Analysts believe the fact that Sotomayor is a Hispanic woman was a factor in her nomination.
I believe that President Obama recognizes that the changing demographic composition of this country has to reflect on the political sphere in everything, including the judicial power. And I believe that not having a judge in the Supreme Court like a Latino is really a problem here. So the challenge was to find someone who combined an academic and professional trajectory of a judge like Sotomayor, who's also a person of the Latino community.
The Supreme Court rules on constitutional questions and on controversial issues, including abortion, gun control, and the death penalty. But Sotomayor's positions on these issues remain murky. She's expected to step into the liberal shoes of Justice David Souter, keeping the ideological balance of the court unchanged. The court now tilts 5-4 in favor of conservatives. The Senate majority Democrats are Sotomayor's supporters. They highlighted her personal story to win favor.
It seems to me that that is a quality we want in our judges. Judge Sotomayor is living proof that this country is moving in the right direction on the issue of race, that doors of opportunity are finally starting to be open to all of our citizens, and I think that the judge's nomination will inspire countless children to study harder and dream higher, and that is something we should all celebrate.
To do it, and I would hope
Republicans geared up to raise serious questions.
Senator Cornyn himself, a former...
You said that a wise Latina woman would reach a better conclusion than a male counterpart. What I'm confused about, are you standing by that statement, or are you saying that it was a bad idea, and are you disavowing that statement?
It is clear from the attention that my words have gotten and the manner in which it has been understood by some people that my words failed. They didn't work.
In a 2002 speech, Sotomayor said, "A wise Latina woman with the richness of her experience would more often than not reach a better conclusion than a white male who hasn't lived that life." Republicans seized on the comment as evidence her behavior on the bench would be ruled by bias and emotion. The debate was further inflamed by the firefighters' bias case. The city of New Haven, Connecticut, threw out the results of a promotion exam that produced a number of qualified white applicants, but no acceptable black ones.
For millions of Americans who have grown tired of seeing individual achievement and merit take a backseat to race and ethnicity.
A 3-judge appeal court panel that included Sotomayor supported the city's action. Last month, the Supreme Court ruled 5-4 that the city violated civil rights law. Republicans said Sotomayor's ruling showed that empathy for one group could translate into prejudice against another. Civil rights groups said the ruling could affect promotion policies for employers nationwide. Many operate under affirmative action programs. The programs were designed decades ago to foster diversity and redress past bias.
I will not vote for, and no senator should vote for, an individual nominated by any president who believes it is acceptable for a judge to allow their personal background, gender, prejudices, or sympathies to sway their decision in favor of or against parties before the court.
But always to serve the
Sotomayor defended herself.
Of impartial justice. In the past month, many senators have asked me about my judicial philosophy. Simple. Fidelity to the law. The task of a judge is not to make law, it is to apply the law.
In 1995, Sonia Sotomayor barred Major League Baseball from using replacement players, ending a year-long strike. The trial made her a heroine who saved what's been called America's national game. And now, she's on her way to the nation's highest court.
I do.
Thank you.
Well, with ethnic sensitivities high, discussions about Sotomayor and her ethnicity and gender carry risk for both her supporters and her detractors. Diversity has been made, but discrimination remains. One Hispanic female justice is not enough to push a minority group in the U.S. to move forward. With that, we come to the end of this program. If you've got feedback on that story or the other two you've been watching in this program, you can send us a message at worldinsight@cctv.com. Otherwise, we'll see you at the same time next week. From me and the team here in Beijing, I'm James Chow. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.